with that being said, everyone, welcome again to week 2. To all the new faces on today, that is amazing. It's so great to see everyone's faces. If you are on video, please try to be on camera so we can see everyone's face and we can go ahead and interact. Now I'd like to go ahead and pass it on to an amazing coach that I love working side by side every day. She is one of the best accountability partners, new best friend and sister, and she has such an amazing smile and always makes me laugh. Amanda, Coach Amanda, say hi everyone.
Thank you. Hey everybody, how are you doing? Thumbs up.
Good.
Real quickly, Leah, just go ahead and mute yourself, and Annika if you're not speaking. But first, Leah, will you introduce yourself and where you're calling in from?
Okay. Hello. My name is Leah, and I'm from North.
Awesome. Okay, and go ahead and mute yourself. So we had an incredible week. The energy of this group is insane and epic, and I'm obsessed with this group. OktoberFIT started off so strong this week. I am pumped to get my level 10 results and inspired by you guys daily. We had a couple of highlights, I have a page full of highlights this week with some amazing results.
Amanda. Yeah, I was just, Annika, I believe you're still not muted. And we just have a 949 number that called in. Who is that?
Is that Rochelle?
Yeah, she's on.
Okay.
She's on the plane.
Awesome.
Thank you.
On a plane?
Well, she's on the plane.
Oh, okay. All right, so we will start. Okay, Kenny, down 3 pounds and 2% body fat. Jeremy, down 0.3% body fat. Abel, down 9 pounds and 1% body fat. 9 pounds, y'all, in 1 week, the first week. Doing it the healthy way. Mo is down 5 pounds, more positive, and at his favorite restaurant, he chose a salad this week, which was awesome. Yesenia is down 3 pounds, and she's more positive. Monica is down 1% body fat, and a sorority sister told her she's looking thinner. Anna O is down 8 pounds total. Jenna is getting her boyfriend and her dad on the healthy, active lifestyle. So she's excited about that to go home. Annika is up 1 pound and down 1% body fat. Aaron's mom caught on. That's what my notes said. Aaron's mom is sending him money for new clothes because he's getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. The skinny face. Hashtag skinny face. Today is Paige's birthday. Happy birthday, Paige. And she's back. I am down 1.5 pounds this week. Pedro is down 2% body fat. Shy is back. I don't know if she's on the call yet, but you all get to meet Shy. She's amazing. Julie, Coach Julie is down 2 pounds and 2% body fat. Way to go, Julie. Courtney's co-workers are starting the healthy, active lifestyle. Anna Q, fit better in her jeans. As women, we all know how exciting that is. No more jean dance. And Raven lost 1 pound this week, which puts her at 15 pounds total since the first challenge, since last challenge. And then she also is a new active member on our team. So that's really exciting. So that's the longest list since we've started these challenges of impeccable results. So I'm really excited. It's a great start. All right. So moving on. I wanna ask for people Broken up?
Yeah, you froze.
Am I froze now?
No.
Okay.
Not no more.
I can't with these boys behind me. Like the peanut gallery. Okay, so I'm gonna take shares now. I want to know with the people that I mentioned, and even if I didn't mention you with a result, tell me how you're doing it, what you overcame from getting those results. So go ahead, leaders, go first.
So basically with me, it goes back, Paige and Mo, since you guys are just coming in, and then I have a 714 number. Can you guys please be sure to mute yourselves, please? So what helped me this last week to get my results, number one was really counting on you, Amanda, as my accountability partner. I forgot how much easier and how much more fun it is when you have someone sidelining you and making sure that you're sticking to your word, because it was my commitment to myself to get the best results in the next 90 days. So even when I was struggling and I didn't want to go to the gym, I told him, like, I don't want to go to the gym. I just struggled and I don't want to finish it, but I pushed through it through everyone's motivation and seeing everyone's fight. So that's what helped me. And just staying impeccable on my nutrition, which I could.
I think for me this week, it was a really good refresher and like foundation building for not, I guess, this challenge specifically, as it's my priority right now, but staying fired up, being consistent. We were talking earlier about like New Year's resolutions. Everyone's fired up in the beginning of the year and then it slowly fades. So for me, this is my third challenge, but treating it like it's the first and just really like powering through and realizing what works for me. And it's sharing. So, sharing what I posted on the Facebook page with my boyfriend. He doesn't have Facebook, so I just screenshot it and sent it to him, and just asking for accountability from the people around me.
Awesome. Anybody else?
I'm sorry, I was kind of walking. What were we sharing exactly? Or was it just what we
we're sharing
discovered this week?
Our first week experience, and we're sharing, how we're staying motivated. How are we sharing? How are we getting results?
Okay, I'll go. Sorry, it's kind of loud. I'm outside. But so my first week in OktoberFIT has been super exciting because I have people like in my hometown a part of the challenge, and just impacting more and more people, having more people reach out to me, asking me, what is this challenge? What are you doing? You look great. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And I definitely think that's what's helping keep me motivated and keep me humble, because, as many compliments as I may get and like, oh, you look great, you look amazing. I'm still not exactly where I want to be 100%, because like Amanda posted that one day, I didn't come this far to just come this far. So, yeah. But that's Ray Dog's week. And that's all I have to say.
Oh, well, good thing that happened for me this week, aside from all the moral support and everything that I got throughout the week. I was very excited on going on this challenge. This was the first time I tried to commit to something like this. It was a good experience because usually I don't have that much moral support, especially when I'm trying to diet or anything like that, or better myself. Unfortunately, my parents really don't believe in anything like this. They think that I'm perfectly fine how I am. But I thank everyone that helped me out throughout this week, and I kept pushing it, and I'm glad that I at least saw some results rather than no results.
Awesome. Take a couple more.
This is Monica. So my week was, I had like a mental breakdown on Sunday. So I actually struggled a little bit. But for me, and I was sick on Monday and Tuesday, so I really kind of struggled this week. But as far as like staying motivated, like I will say that this group really keeps me motivated. motivated, like people's positive energy and, you know, the conversations that happened over the week, because I was really feeling like crap, and my picture like made me discouraged. And so this week, people's motivation and people's postings really helped. And so for me to stay motivated, like I've been just trying to like ask questions so that I don't feel like totally lost or feel like things aren't working. Raven and Courtney have been really helpful. Nina, Rochelle. So I really feel like people have been really supportive, at least, especially because my week I didn't necessarily feel like I've lost. I haven't been able to weigh in because I've been out of town, but for me, it's been a lot harder to stay motivated. But I will speak on the fact that people around me have been motivating me, and that's kept me going, even when I felt like, forget this, I don't want to do this anymore. So that's been really helpful for me, because I really, on Sunday, like, had a breakdown. And so for me, it's been really helpful, all the people around me.
You want to talk to her about that? No. Awesome.
Amanda, you were not on mute.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
So the breakdown, tell us how you got through that.
You said, tell us how what?
Tell us how you got through the breakdown on Sunday.
Well, I took my picture and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like I haven't lost any weight, and I'm like 3 weeks in. And so I hit up Courtney, and I was like having a real mental breakdown. So I hit up Courtney. Courtney was like, it will be okay. Like, we got this. And then at first she was like, you should talk to Raven. And I didn't, like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do that because I'm embarrassed. But then Raven ended up, Courtney, and at first I was like, why did Courtney do that? Courtney had Raven hit me up, but it actually really helped me. So I was like, afterwards, I was like really happy about it because we went through a lot of similar things. So it was really nice to like have other people kind of like chime in and like, you know, like when you're not in a big group, like sometimes like for me, I really struggle. So it was really helpful to like know that I'm not, you know, when people are losing like 9 pounds, like it's really great, but then sometimes it like discourages me. So it was really nice to know that like I'm in competition with myself and not everyone else. And so Raven said that to me, and it like kind of like boosted me up, like, yeah, you're right. Like I'm in competition with myself, so I have to like stay motivated for myself and not compare myself to other people.
Man, that's so awesome. That's an amazing lesson for this week. Just not comparing yourself and doing it for you and not comparing your results. And that's really awesome. And also, like, I just wanted to highlight that there are ups and downs, right, to this healthy, active lifestyle. There's amazing weeks. There's some weeks that aren't so amazing, or you didn't see the results you wanted to, or you do see the results that you want to. And it's a mental up and down. And staying consistent through those up and downs are so important. Also, reaching out to people. I think that's an amazing example. Reaching out to people that have been through similar experiences, or your coach to support you in that and help you get through the down times. And it's absolutely normal. It's not going to be smiles and results all the time. And I just thank you so much for sharing and being open about that, Monica.
And I want to,
you're welcome.
Whoever is jumping on the call, just make sure you go ahead and mute yourself. So Carolyn, welcome to the call. Jumped on, mute yourself. Whoever hops on, just make sure you go ahead and mute yourself. Thank you very much.
Awesome. And I'm just gonna one last time. Anybody else want to share any triumph, any tribulations, anything? Last chance.
I'll share. Hi everybody. This is Coach Joe. Really fired up about week one. For me, it was really, the win for me was really embodying everything I declared. So my mission statement, my song, and my character. And like really, I you know, when I picked Captain Xavier for my character, for those who are on Facebook, it was kind of just popped up to me, and I was like, yeah, that's who I'll go with. But when I really started to look at, you know, how he operated and what the character was about at a deeper level, it really grounded me in how this is going to be 100% mindset for me, like my mission statement title is. And so all this week, I've really been aware about my meditation, about writing my declarations down, and just being very intentional when I do things. And I can say this week, I've already seen stuff start to shift in my life from just creating more intention. And so super fired up. So it was a good week, and it was definitely a powerful shift I needed with this group, with everybody being fired up. It really fired me up to push to my next level results. So I'm definitely feeling the momentum of all of the focus of the team. Rachel, welcome.
Awesome. And I just want to invite Abel to kind of just tell us quickly about your experience this week and your amazing 9 pounds down in 1 week. And that will be our final share.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So first of all, I was bummed out because I didn't even get to meal prep. So I spent a lot of money this week, but it was on food, I guess. I found Waba Grill for the first time, and it was like the most delicious thing ever. Salmon, veggies, and brown rice all day, every day. That's basically what I ate. I'm really excited for this week coming up, but I think the biggest challenge was getting on the scale. The whole week I was thinking about the scale. I was like, man, like I don't want to get on it. Maybe I shouldn't go on Saturday so I don't have to like weigh in. It's scary because last year I was down like 40 pounds, then I gained them back plus some more. So it's been a challenge going back down. But I think the good part of it is that I have a support team that's really there to help me out. I really want to give a shout out to Jeremy. I just met him last Saturday, and I feel like we're like buddies and really cool now. And on Saturday we did stairs. We did stairs for 10 minutes, and I was really tired. And I was like, man, I don't want to go up anymore. And Jeremy was right behind me saying, come on, let's go. That really pumped me up. Joe, always, believing in me. Like this whole week has been amazing. It's been a challenge. I actually already meal prep, so I'm happy about that. It's going to be a hectic week for me again, but I'm just excited. I can't believe I was down 9 pounds, but I mean, it is what it is, and I can't wait to keep losing more. And, go Steelers. Thank you.
Oh, Abel, you're amazing.
Go Steelers.
Paige, happy birthday. Leah, I got a text message that you have raised your hand and want to share, so go ahead.
Oh, I don't know who texted that, but it was kind of going off what like Monica and Jeremy were both saying, being discouraged and then being encouraged at the same time. Because like I was trying to work out myself before I came to this team and meditate myself and all that. But I've always felt like I just need to do it on my own. I can't have anybody else around me. So this is the first time where I've had so many people around me, and I feel like I've never done better. So it really is about the team that you have around you. So I just feel like this is an amazing team, and it's just amazing having a team with me while I'm doing all this. So
Awesome, Leah. Thank you so much. And we definitely enjoy having you around for sure. One last share.
Is there anybody who just jumped on who'd like to share? I know we had a couple people who jumped on late.
I did. I didn't just jump on though. Can I share?
You can share.
All right. So sorry about the video today. Can't do it. I'm so busy right now. I'm like moving up and down, so I didn't want to throw the video. But I'm down 13% body fat. Really excited about that. I'm happy that I actually started reading my book. I didn't think I would, and then I read like a page, and then I was like, okay, I like this book. And I kept reading it, and then kept reading it, and kept reading it. So I actually read my book this week. I'm happy about that. Putting on a bunch of weight gains in the gym, lifting and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And then I had officially went pro last week. Had my medical and everything coming up. We didn't do the Olympics because I hurt my finger. So I've been busy with that. So officially a professional athlete now. and it feels good because like we're getting ready to do pictures, and I'm not too scared about it. little nervous, but not like super scared. Like I'm so far down from where I was. Like my gut doesn't stick out anymore. That's always awesome. And it's gotten to the point now where I'm actually going out to go buy clothes. So I was laughing when I saw that on Voxer, and Aaron was like, "I got to buy new clothes." I was like, "Yeah, man, me too." So that was good. And I did want to say congrats to everybody. I haven't posted anything on Voxer. I'm really proud of everyone. The whole group's amazing. Just been busy, but I did want to say congratulations to everybody. You guys are amazing. Thanks for posting, because I look at that every day and see what everyone's doing, and it's my motivation for the week. Every week I look at it, I see what everyone's doing, and it makes me want to get through. So congratulations to everybody, and I'm gonna stop talking now.
Benny, 13% down body fat. That's amazing. Not being too scared about photos. That's also, I get it, and that's incredible. So way to go. Definitely inspired by you. You've been playing hard ever since day one. And just another quick shout out, Aaron, you just are constantly posting your face pictures, and I just hashtag Aaron face, hashtag love it. Awesome. And mom's catching
Wait, we should make like a time-lapse video of all of Aaron's work.
We said that. I think that would be really great. We would have to go back and look through all of them. But yeah, I think it's amazing. So moving on, as you guys know, our equation for getting in the best shape of your life is 80% nutrition, 20% fitness, and 100% mindset. And the next man that I'm going to introduce is an incredible leader with a heart as big as a house. He never stops loving. He constantly is setting intentions for everybody on this team, meditating over everybody's characters and everything. He just loves you guys so much, and I want to introduce him, Coach Joe.
Hi, everybody. Super excited to be on this call. I scream. Sorry, it's echoing here.
He always starts off screaming.
I'm like, fired up. But I'm super excited to be on the call. I just want to acknowledge everyone for being on the call today and really just investing in you. So I say it so much, but this is an hour of your time. So the first thing we're going to really step into is talking about nutrition. And I've heard it at a few different times. I'm talking about meal prepping, which is something so huge. Meal Prep Sunday, if you haven't done that yet, if today's your day, it will set you up so powerful for the week, having those meals and having access without thinking to what you're going to be eating. Shout out to Rachel, who bought a scale this week. She's super fired up, text me like, got a new scale, I'm in here. And so it really is about preparing yourself to set yourself up to win. But also, too, if you're out and about in life, because we will get to a point where we may not have access to healthy meals right away. Listening to, the great Abel, who had that issue last week, there's some simple ways that you can determine portion size for your food, and just without having access to anything. And so the first one is when you're looking at your protein, if you measure the palm of your hand. Thank you, Coach Julie. Who else? That Abel? Yep. Thank you, Abel. That is the size of a healthy size of protein for a meal. And I'm gonna actually throw this to the team because we definitely have some people on here who know it. I see. Is that you over there, Abel? Abel, can you tell us do you know what's the size for complex carbs?
No.
Okay. I didn't know how far you had got with Coach Julie. Coach Julie, you wanted complex carbs?
Complex carbs it's a fist. So it's what fits in one hand, and you want to do a fist. It's smaller than the actual protein size. So if it's spilling over your hand, it should not go in your stomach.
Awesome. So, by complex carbs, we're talking about sweet potatoes, your brown rice, your quinoa. So anything like that. Complex carbs, the size of your fist. And for veggies, anybody know the size for veggies? Coach Courtney. So.
I forgot I was on mute. Cups of your hand.
So, so if you cut both of your hands together for your veggies or your dark green leafy vegetables, so that could be some, I know some people love doing like kale salads, spinach salads, but if you do the cup, Bryce, if you do the cup, then that is a healthy size for your meal for your veggies or your dark green leafy vegetables like your kale and your spinach. So portion size is definitely something you want to have an understanding about. And when a lot of people enter the challenge, they're like, hey, I'm eating clean. And I'm like, that plate is gigantic. And so it is making sure you're eating at the proper times. And you're also eating the proper portions. So one thing I want to talk about, and I want to make sure everybody on this on the team has knowledge of it, is MyFitnessPal. So if you have not downloaded the app yet, MyFitnessPal, you want to write that down or make note of it to download that app. That app is a calorie tracking app. And it is great for keeping you accountable and also to keep you on top of your caloric ceiling. Does anyone on here want to share using MyFitnessPal? Do you have any experience with it? Have you noticed anything using it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Any shares with MyFitnessPal from people who've used it?
I can share. This is Monica.
Go ahead, Monica.
So I really like MyFitnessPal. Sometimes it can be a hassle because you're like literally logging everything. But so I went to school, gained 40 pounds, and with MyFitnessPal, I was able to lose that 40 pounds. Went to school again and gained it back, but that's okay. But yeah, with MyFitnessPal, like you're able to put in all your meals and there's a lot of places that, because so many people use it, like just in general, like we went to Chili's today and we looked up, okay, how much is a chicken sandwich or how much is a salad or what are we gonna eat today, guys? So it helps you log that in, and then that way you can say, okay, well, I ate maybe more calories for lunch, so I'm gonna lessen it up on dinner, or however you have to do it, and then it will tell you like how many calories you have left for the day. If you did an exercise, if you did an exercise and you need to eat more calories to kind of like help balance it out, it will tell you that. And then you can add people kind of like on Voxer. You can add people, and people have motivated me on there before, I don't know. They're like, yeah, I did my workout today, and it tells you how many days you've logged in too. So it kind of keeps you accountable. Like I have to make sure I'm paying attention. And when I've used it, it's really worked well for like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that cookie. Well, I haven't had cookie. I gave up sweets for October. So let's say I had a cookie and it was like 300 calories. I might be like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. Now I'm going to have to make that up somewhere else or whatever the case is. But I like it because it kind of, ooh, I'm going to need you to stay in your lane. It helps you stay accountable. So I really like that. And I've used it for a really long time, and it does help me get the weight off. And then it says, like, Monica is 0.6 pounds down from her last weigh-in, and then people will, like, be like, yay, that's so awesome. So it's almost like another community that you can use, too.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that share, Monica. Yes, it definitely will hold you accountable. It would allow you to, and it'll be a little bit tedious in the beginning when you're setting it up and getting your stuff inputted. But after the computer registers everything, or your phone using your phone, it'll just be point and click, and it'll actually remember if you consistently eat a certain breakfast, then as soon as you hit breakfast, it's going to pull that up right away. So for me, it literally takes, less than a minute to log my stuff because I now have a consistent eating regimen. So if you don't have that, grab that. It will support you greatly. Taking it to the highest level, like Rachel did this week, is grabbing a scale so you can weigh out your food. That's taking it to the highest level. It's a possibility if you really want to be on top of everything. But you will create amazing results just by staying accountable and eating at the right amount of times and plugging in with your coach. So super fired up about that. The last thing we're going to talk about in the nutrition piece.
Froze.
Everybody pause.
You're frozen.
I'm frozen.
Oh, no, not my character. You are.
And so the last thing is really listening to your body as you're making these new changes, especially for our first-time challengers. You may experience yourself being hungry, or for our gainers, you may experience yourself like, man, I don't want to eat anymore. Definitely listen to your body and know that it's going to be making adjustments. So check in with your coach. If you're lacking energy, if you're hungry, definitely get with your coach and really check in, because on your nutrition plan and in this community, we pretty much got an answer for everything. We don't believe in starve yourself, or, there's some stuff you just got to be disciplined about, but there's a lot of answers to a lot of different issues that come up with transforming your body that if you don't have the wisdom of the collective community, you may just, fight through versus having an answer for. All right, sorry, we had something going on there. And so just really listen to your body, guys, and, and everything in your nutrition and your fitness, listen to your body, making sure you're talking to your coach. If something comes up, address it right away. If you're having stomach issues, anything comes up, just make sure you check with your coach, because they probably have something you can do, incorporate or take out of your nutrition plan to make the adjustment so you're comfortable and you're really fired up about moving forward each and every day. And so the next portion we're going to move to is there any questions in there? Any questions about portion control, about MyFitnessPal, calorie tracking, anything like that? Awesome. If no questions, we're going to move forward. So the next thing we talk about, so obviously our equation, 80% is the nutrition. That's where we start. 20% is the fitness. So I'm going to open it up to shares. Would anyone like to share what they're currently doing? And just keep it, let's keep it laser. So just take 15, 20 minutes, or 15, 20 seconds. Share what you're doing in your fitness right now that you're excited about. Is there anyone who wants to share what they're doing with fitness that they're excited about right now?
I'm excited about taking advantage of the nice weather right now in Seattle, because I don't know how much longer we're going to have it, but it's been really great. And there's so many walking trails and beautiful sights to see. So utilizing the outdoors before it's not available anymore.
Nice. So getting active outside. Anybody else?
I'm excited about gaining weight. My whole life, I've always been more about losing it. So I'm just really excited about gaining, and the good gain.
Nice. And so, Leah, what we call that around this place is the lean gains. Lean gains.
My fitness would be FemFit with Amanda, and I absolutely love it. What I love about it is that it really pushes me beyond my comfort zone, and it's not because the exercises are hard or anything like that, but it's just the consistency and the HIIT training of it just pushes me past that and focuses me on my mindset. Bye.
Thanks. Anybody else want to share what they're doing right now in terms of fitness?
I do. Hi guys, it's Rachel. I'm excited about incorporating all the weights that I'm doing, especially when I train with Joe. He definitely pushes me outside of my comfort zone. But otherwise, prior to working out with Joe, all of my workouts have always been like super intense, like cardio, and I've never really thought about incorporating weights. So I'm really excited about the results that I'm getting with that.
We go hard.
He goes so hard.
Anybody else, guys? Anything you're doing, sharing right now? Good. Okay. Anybody else? Anything? All right. So I'm going to talk about in general with that. And thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Courtney, and Amanda for your contribution. So in general, in terms of depending on what you want to do, I know, and thank you, Rachel, for that share about the high intensity cardio you were doing before. So, and with FilmFit, there's been a lot of talk about FilmFit lately. And I know we have a lot of people who are looking to lean out and really build that lean muscle while reducing their body fat. And so if you incorporate, and this is science, if you incorporate heavy resistance training, and it doesn't have to be killer, but resistance training in general, if you incorporate that in a circuit training kind of way, which is what FilmFit is designed around, it is proven to increase your caloric burn over 72 hours. So if you're really looking to reduce that fat, you're looking to you have a certain goal set for yourself, and you want to build that lean muscle while you're doing that, adding in some weights along with your cardio in a circuit training, like doing, 10 reps of squats and then doing 10 jumping jacks afterwards and resting after, or something in that kind of variation, will support you and get into that result faster if you're staying on your nutrition plan. For the gainers on the team and the people on the team who's looking to add that lean muscle and start to put on size, you really want to make sure that you're doing some heavy resistance training. So after you're on your nutrition plan and you're eating right, if you're just coming into the world of fitness, then just doing push-ups, sit-ups, squats, all of that stuff is enough. You just want to make sure you're pushing yourself to your limit. And for all of those people who are beyond that, I know Annika is beasting in the gym. Coach Drew's not on right now, but he's one that goes really hard in the gym too, is adding in the weight. And as your body can push 10 reps of whatever exercise, you want to increase the weight. So for our lean gainers, you want to be actually pushing between 6 to 8 reps to build that muscle. So if you could do 6 to 8 reps, definitely 10, add more weight so that it heightens the resistance, and that'll allow you to build more muscle over time. Okay, so we definitely have workouts on the team page, different variety, different variations. So hop on the team page in the file sections, everybody. There's all kind of meals and all kind of different stuff in there that's really valuable. So use all the tools you have, because I promise if you have a question, we've probably answered it already in the file section or through Voxer. And is there anyone who has any question in terms of what you're doing with nutrition, what you're doing in terms of fitness right now leading into week 2? Because there is week 2, and there is a cash prize at the end of the challenge.
I have a question.
Go ahead. Is that you, Monica?
Yeah, so I have a question. So I tried to do FilmFit, and my question was, and since I'm not looking at it, I don't know exactly, but my question is, like, are you doing those items in a row? So it will say, like, 3 sets of 12, and then are you doing, like, that first set and then the second set? Are you doing one of those sets? Are you picking certain exercises in those sets? I'm kind of confused as to how it works. Or am I just doing that whole list on day 1, the whole list on day 2? Like, how does that work?
I think what you're referring to, Monica, is the different workouts on there. And you basically would have to listen to your body. The goal of it is to, it was like Joseph was saying, you want to do the high impact intervals. So you want to keep that heart rate up so that you can really hit the caloric decrease, right, Joe? Joe?
Okay, so yes, that's true. And 2, I think, so that's dead on, Julie. And to answer your question, I think a little bit more in depth to your question, Monica. So FilmFit is broken out by days. So day 1, day 2, so it's 5 different days on there. You choose how many days you're going to get to the gym and actually implement that. And it's also broken up by circuit. So you'll see for, let's say, chest day, you'll see in the first phase, you'll see 1A, 1B, 1C. So when completing that circuit, you complete 1A, 1B, 1C, one after another, and then you rest at the end. And then you complete all of those. So it's broken down for 3 sets of 12. So you could complete 3 sets of 12 in that circuit, and then you're resting a minute at the end of each one. And once you finish those 3 exercises, those sets, then you move on to the next phase. Did that answer your question?
Yes, that did. Because I saw the things and I was like, wait, do you just pick one set and you do all of them? So yes, that answered my question. Because I was like, what the heck is Spider-Man? Do I do this right now, or what do I do? So yes, that answers my question.
Perfect. And for anyone who's pulling up that file, just know that if you pull it up on your computer, there is a key with notes in there, and there's YouTube links to all the different exercises, so you can actually watch them like the night before or prior to going to the gym, so you'll know exactly which exercise is what before you even go into your workout.
Awesome. So we're gonna before we do mindset, we're gonna head over to raffle. Okay, so this, yes, Aaron, getting into it. I see you. Oh. Okay, so we have the pieces of paper here. Okay. And you have to be on to win the prize. This week's prize, cash prize, is $25 cash. So we'll either Venmo, PayPal, do whatever to get that money to you. Finini. Joseph. Oh.
One of our guests.
Oh, maybe our guest. Yeah.
Bryce.
Oh, wait.
You don't need to shake it. They're already mixed up.
Okay. Oh, John. Okay. Go ahead, pick it.
There you go. Just dig in. One of you guys, just grab one. Sweet.
Leah! Hello? Yay! Awesome. All right, so Leah, you get $25. Since we see you all the time, we can just give you cash. Okay? Awesome. So moving on, for the challenge next week, to be in the raffle for next week's challenge, we are doing, for fitness, we're doing a minute wall sit with a buddy. So get a buddy, cannot be a dog or a pet at home. I only say it because it's happened. It has to be a person, a friend, for a minute. You're videoing it and you're putting it on Team Band page, okay? The mindset portion is we're going to video, no longer than 30 seconds, our gratitude for the week. And you're going to post it on your personal page, and you're going to challenge, like the ice bucket challenge. You're challenging 3 of your friends to post what they're grateful for, okay? I'm going to put this on the Team Band page so everybody understands fully. But it's basically, you're going to say, hey, I'm part of this challenge. One of their things is 100% mindset, because it is so important. So what I'm grateful for today is A, B, and C. And I challenge 1, 2, 3 to also post their gratitude. And then you're going to tag a coach, and you're going to tag Joe and myself, Amanda. Thumbs up?
I have a question about that. So for me, I literally only use Facebook because of you all. I have not had Facebook for a whole year, so I don't have any friends on Facebook except for you all. Can I do this on Instagram?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Still tag Joe and I. And change your Instagram name. Just kidding. Okay, so going back to Joe for the 100% mindset portion. I'm also going to put that on the Facebook page and then talk to your coach if you have any questions. They know exactly what's up.
So everybody, for the mindset piece today, I want to open a space for sharing. And I want to open a space for sharing. Is there anything that's working with you or working for you in terms of your approach, your mental approach to the challenge so far? Or is there anything? Rose?
Joe, you're picking up and phrasing.
Phrasing. Okay, is it working?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So really want to open up this portion of the call to anyone who wants to share something that's working for you in terms of your mental approach, or something that you get to you have been struggling with, and that you want to share with the group, and we can collectively as a group share what's been working for us.
Did you freeze again? No. Okay, you did. So one of the things, were you done, Joe? Sorry, you kind of froze a little bit.
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead, Julie.
Okay. So one of the things that helps me, I've seen the most change with my mindset, are two things. One thing was that I learned at one of the STSs, which everyone will find out what it is. And Amanda looked at me, and she learned this from Joe, where she told me it's not always about you. Other people's actions are not always about you, and a lot of times they don't have anything to do with you. It's what the person is fighting within themselves. So that's one thing that I've always kept in my mind when I feel that something isn't really quite working out in whichever, in friendships and work or whatever it is. I know that it's not all about me, that it involves somebody else. So I need to approach that. And two, to not make assumptions. And this is coming from the 4 agreements. Rather than making an assumption of what I think a certain situation is and why I think it's that way, I am learning to really approach it. An example is with my best friend. I've stopped making assumptions I've stopped assuming I know how she feels about my actions. And all I do now is ask her. And it's helped her grow, and it's helped her learn how to open up and really communicate with me, which has really taken our friendship to that next level and has made it so much more comfortable, and it's impacted her life and her family now, where I know that that's working, so I have to keep doing that.
Awesome. Thank you, Julie. And that's something that's so powerful, is really meeting people where they're at. And it's so powerful to meet people where they're at, and also to meet ourselves where we're at. So I think that's something I really learned through growth, is like, when I started, and it was funny because somebody told me one day, whatever sword you kill people with is the same sword you kill yourself with. And when I really, I heard it, and it didn't necessarily make a ton of sense for me, but what I realized, because people know, my alter ego is Righteous Richard, which was being very judgmental, on others, but I was being the hardest on myself. And so what I started to understand was, the more I started to just accept and understand that everybody is going through their own stuff, the more I started to allow myself to grow through the process, instead of being hard on myself through the process. And so that's such a great share, Julie. So it works so much in relationship with others. And also what I've noticed is, as I start to do that with other people and continue to, I do it even more with myself. And it's super awesome to be able to support myself instead of beat myself up. Because let me tell you, it's a whole different game. Anything you want to share?
No, anybody else want to share?
Yeah, I'll share. So I don't know where Raven went. Well, actually I do. She said her phone wasn't working, but she's my cousin. And she, if you've seen a little bit of her journey, she's been creating crazy results. But anyway, she's my younger cousin, and she's always struggled with, this and a lot of other things. I've always tried to be there for her. And it's like, for me now, I get to see her believe in herself the way I've always believed in her, become the woman that I've always see her to be. And I think so for me, and turning it around is like, when you receive compliments from people, or if you're in a relationship and how they look at you, and it's hard to see yourself the way people see you, but just I guess being more open to it, and reminding myself to become the person that everyone tells me or sees me as. If that makes sense. And I guess just really, really experiencing that transition with Raven is really allowing me to look at in the mirror and go through that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Courtney, what you're talking about is ideal self-concept. So what ideal self-concept is how you see yourself ideally. And a lot of times people see our ideal selves, like your cousin and other people around you that tell you you're extremely positive. But inside, sometimes when people tell us something great about ourselves, we're like, that's not always true. However, our ideal self and making choices from our ideal self. So my ideal self would brush her teeth this way, or my ideal self would never go to bed without washing her face. My ideal self would be calm under pressure. So it's those kind of things, and making decisions from your ideal self, which again is a lot of times how people see us. So that's amazing. Notice, Courtney. Thanks.
Sweet. So we're going to move on here to the final part of the call. One thing I want to say to everyone is this is week 2 of the challenge. And if you look back at week 1, you will have, there is a ton of lessons that you will learn that's going to support you in week 2. This is looking forward at week 2. It's definitely an opportunity to engage more in the challenge, engage more in your nutrition, in your fitness, in your personal growth, and really go from, whatever platform you was on in level 1 and take it up a notch. So definitely on our calls and in our community, I know we have usually the people sharing are the people who are always sharing. And I want to let everyone know that your voice matters. You have lived a life this week. You have learned lessons this week. You have went through things this week that we probably all have experienced in different ways. And your share is going to contribute not only to your growth, but it's also going to contribute to everybody's growth on this team. So I really want to invite you all to, for whatever reason you haven't shared so far in this call, or if you're not sharing on the Voxer, to know that it matters. It matters, and you are motivating and inspiring people, and you're giving yourself more momentum when you share. So really just know that as these calls go on for the next few weeks, that the open invitation is that everyone shares at least once, because you definitely have value to bring to the community for sure. And so now I'm going to pass it over to the rock star from the north at this point. Super excited. She is definitely like family. Has been amazing in our community for so long. Her energy is epic. Everything about her is epic. One thing I love about her is she's so meticulous, so detailed. If there's a graph or a spreadsheet to find out information, Courtney has it, and she's had it before you even thought about it. But she definitely leads with her heart, and I'm so glad that we're building this community around leaders and people who care like her, and that is the rock star, Miss Courtney. So give it up for Courtney. She's going to go over what's next happening in our community.
Aw, thanks. Okay, so we're going over. First is the zombie run. Raise your hand if you've registered. I see some hands. Raise your hand if you're going to register. Let's see some hands. It's going to be on Halloween, so the 31st in Southern California, and we'd love to see everybody there. If you haven't seen the pictures from the mud run that they did, I didn't get to go, but it looks so fun. I just want to go outside and jump in the mud so I can take a picture and pretend I was there. Just kidding. But you don't want to miss out on the zombie run because it's going to be epic for sure. And then also, if you're around, there's a Halloween party afterwards. So you can ask your coach for more details about that. And if you're not in the area like me, just throw your own party and invite other people. Anyways, November 7th is the next Southern California STS. It's going to be in Long Beach. STS, we mentioned before, is just a really, really epic opportunity to learn more, to grow, to be inspired by other people who are doing this, who are creating amazing results and building businesses and all this amazing stuff. So if you're more interested, if you're interested in that, or if you want more information, if you're available, plan for November 7th to go. And they always do a team dinner after, which is always super epic too. And November 20th to 23rd, if you are in the Northern California area, Amanda and Joe are going to be going to my hometown in Salinas, Jenna and Anna too. And they're going to do a fit camp there, and they're going to do go up to the STS that's in San Fran. So if you know anyone in that area as well that would be interested, please let us know so we can invite them along for the fun. And then just reminders of our weekly workouts in LA, the Monday Run Walk Club and the Wednesday workout at the Chandler Trail. That seems pretty epic. I haven't done those, but the posters are or the little flyer things are so intriguing. And Saturday, 6-pack Saturdays. Yeah. All right, that's it. Back to Amanda.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Courtney. Yeah, so we're going to take a picture now of everybody. We're going to close out the call. For anybody that's remote, for all the workouts and everything, just grab a friend, right? Grab a friend, go for a hike, grab a friend, do some push-ups, and you've created a fit camp for yourself in your remote area. So definitely excited. Okay, so Leah, I just got a text message that Rochelle wants you to know that you are so cute and that she appreciates what you wrote about the book, the challenge for the book. It has already changed my view on life so much. And she also wants everybody to know that she's excited for everyone's progress. Okay, so yeah, so everybody is inspiring everybody. Don't think, look at Leah right now. She has no idea that you don't know who's watching you, who's being inspired by you, your results. Anna reaching out to Monica, you guys going for a hike. That I fell off my chair. I love it. I'm obsessed with your team and what you guys are doing and connecting and everything. So let's take this picture at 7 o'clock. We are officially, happy birthday, Paige. We already said it, but you weren't on. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Thank you. And I just want to say, you guys, I'm totally going to kill this wall sit challenge. You know how good I did with the planks 2 challenges ago, so it's totally on.
Yay! Stand up. You don't have to be sitting. Okay. Ready? Everybody show yourselves if you can. In 3, 2, 1. Goofy face. Awesome. All right, guys, have a great week. We will talk to you on Boxer.
Everybody have a great week too. Turn it up, turn it up.